True in his holy name. Blessed be the light.
Motherfucker.
What up, nerds? Happy Sunday. Right? I mean, it actually isn't. It is. I mean, like, because we're here and we're live and breathing and all that good stuff, but it was just a little before stream, before I started stream. So first off, I couldn't get into Diablo. It would put me in a queue. That's why I didn't start streaming until I got in. And while I was waiting, I got news that apparently a 17-year-old kid was shot over by the high school. I live like 3 blocks from the high school, 4 blocks from the high school. This is like right by my house. Apparently this kid got jumped, and then they shot him, I guess. Which, you know, obviously not good. Especially since, you know, my son's gonna be 17, which means that this is, whoever this kid is one of his peers. We don't know who it is yet, but anyways, hi Pixie. So the worrying dad in me is just a little there, but I think we'll be okay. I hope the cops catch him, whoever did this shit. Oh yeah, I don't need those anymore. All right. So, that one finished the glyph.
Ooh,
So it was just the 2. They're both the no less than 46 now. But I think we need to go and kill ʲ⁵ because I don't have my bow.
All right. I'm fine with that.
I'm confirming which bow it is. Sky Hunter, which I believe drops from vaj⁰. vaj⁰ drops Sky Hunter. Yep. Off to vaj⁰. Oh, let's, I suppose, get some fucking game audio here too, huh? So, at least getting to vaj⁰ is easy.
Yeah. And I'm here already.
Oh, well, I'm outside, so I'm walking there. But yeah, then with this, with getting this item, it will basically have the rogue at a, I just need to find like best in slot type stuff, because I made the Shroud of False Death earlier today. Got one with all stats, so that's cool. That's the one I wanted. So, yay. I hope I brought enough hearts. I only brought a couple, like 1 1/4 stack. Hey look, there's a Sky Hunter. It's just not ancient. Or ancestral, whatever. No GA. Oh, and there's a... Oh, shit. What is... That's right. There's a... The Shard of ʲ⁵ drops from Infernal Hordes? No, it's got to drop from a boss, too.
Nope. Something only drops from the Infernal Hordes. I know that for sure.
No. Well, that's some fucking shit.
Yep.
Guess we're gonna do some hordes. Because I need that knife. Sword, whatever. Anyways. I have to go back to town and get more hearts because this fucker doesn't want to drop an ancestral bow, then so be it.
We have, plenty of hearts.
I have a
do too.
couple. I've got a couple hearts.
True.
Oh wait, I think I just got one. Yes, I did. It has on attack speed, which is not what I want. I want it on crit strike, but
Oh, we can
that's
scroll.
okay. We can keep going and oh yeah, Soul, we'll get you in here. That's full right there anyways, so this is a perfect time to get you in. There you are. I'm gonna just set you there for a second. Writhing Band of Trickery. Don't you use that one, Soul? Oh, yeah, here, let's do this. Let's do this.
What is wrong with you?
We'll just bring you here. Don't you use that ring? Writhing Band of Trickery or the...
No.
Which one is it that you use?
On this particular build, my rings are normal.
Maybe it was an alt. Dance of Knives. Maybe it was not Dance of Knives that I was looking at. Maybe it was something else. But, okay, cool. Then I don't have to worry about any of that. Deleted. And
Power in these stones.
add socket. Unsocket.
You lose a little mass to dust.
Swap. Socket. Yes. What are these from? Must have just been ones I picked up. That was a crossbow that I had from some random build, so I don't, or from just a random placement, so I'm not like overly concerned about it. But okay.
Bought some hearts too.
Excellent. So you, how you doing? Welcome. So that means that we have to do all that, and I have to spend 200 on the big box, right? In the hordes.
Yep.
I don't want to do that. I want the Obdicite.
Me too.
I want all the Obdicite. Not fair. How are you? So you? How are things? Just do Undercity? It says it only drops from Infernal Hordes.
Site.
Oh, for the Obdicite. Well, yeah. But, you know, still...
I think you get more in Torment, or in Nightmare.
Undercity and Nightmare Dungeons are, from my experience thus far, they're the fastest. That's another one to attack speed.
Fall.
But it is better. No, it's not. Well, Marksman, it's got a better Marksman projectiles twice. Yeah, we'll swap it.
All the Sky Hunters that have fallen for me have been normal. They're not GA at all. Is that the only piece that you're looking for from him?
Yeah. And I've got one, right? It's fine. This one is just slightly better. And so... That's right. And so we will swap this one. So add a socket, unsocket, swap. Yeah, I think that, I think Marina's the only one that really needs any attention right now. As far as all of my tunes go. She and my Spiritborn, whatever the fuck I named her. Both need their gems still. I was out collecting rot earlier. I've got 8,800. That's just from today. So... hopefully... it won't take too long. God damn it. I keep bumping either U or O when I go to press I.
Alright, so we tell them what happened before stream started?
What's that?
You remember what happened? Should we tell them what happened before stream started?
Oh, yeah. So,
Oh.
we ran a... we did a quick Duriel run because he was a Whisper. And I was like, oh, there's only 13 minutes on it? Yeah, let's do it real quick while the stream is loading up. And, that drops for Rombi. Because of fucking course it does. Meanwhile, well, so and today I went and bought. So I had all the runes except the Baka runes. So I went and bought them off the marketplace, and they were so cheap. I bought a total of 12. So it was like 360 million or 6. Yeah, those are not the ones I need. Oh, well, that's a melted heart.
Hey, look at that. You got one.
Yeah, just, you know, we don't need. Well, it'll
It's a
serve
good
as a spark.
That's a good looking spark right there.
Yeah. Well, I've got like 2 other ones. So, what up, Zeeks? Yeah. So, Prime, the first one that was in my inventory was the one I had just swapped out. And the second one was on the wrong thing. I have a triple GA ring, a double GA ring, and a single GA bow. And of course the doubles to Mother's Embrace and the triples to Mother's Embrace eat dicks. Okay. Yeah, so I want crit damage for my GA. And here's one with crit damage. Woohoo! Add a socket to that one. We'll just put you off to the side. I should have socketed that. Put the crit in with that. And we save. And deleted. Okay. Yeah, it was Mother's Embrace. I was excited when I saw 3GA, then I saw Ring, and I went, oh. I was on my source. It might be different. It could be a 3GA.
All Russia.
All Russia's. Thank you. Start your new job. Why air quotes on job? Also, congrats on the new job. It's a set construction director for a local high school theater show. Oh. That's okay. It's a job, right? More a passion than a job. Do you get paid for it? Because I have a job doing my passion. And I get paid for it. And it's the greatest thing ever. Yeah, but not a lot. Well, you still get paid. Less on attack speed. The same on... Alright, well, not worth it then.
I dropped another bow in there for you.
Okay.
Just as you were porting out.
I'll grab it right now. Still need the ugly bastard. Oh yeah, so you were mentioning that earlier today. You didn't go in and go kill Zir. I mean, you should be able to handle Zir no problem. If somebody has one heart, they can give me. Otherwise, I'm down. I'll have 3 left in a stack when we get to the end.
I have 1.
I already dropped it in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. That one's that. That one's that. That, yep, right.
See some
Oh.
steel you need.
It'll appear when you pull those back up.
I was gonna say I don't see it. There it is. All right, so we have 5 left. So this will be the last set then.
Oh, I've got a bunch on me.
Oh, you like I mean, kind of, you know, like I was telling you last night. We only need to spend
I
all your
don't-
mats. I
I
have
don't need
so many.
Barshan. Nothing in my build calls for Barshan, so I need him just for the mats for the other bosses.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have plenty of eggs. You'll be begging for more shards.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, you will literally have 3 times as many eggs as you will shards in the same amount. In the same amount of material spent. Because you will also have 3 times as many... Damn it! 3 times as many runs.
What'd you
Oh,
get?
we're full. No, I
Yeah.
it was
Oops.
a 2GA. I saw a 2GA, but it was on a dagger. So I was sad.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Yeah. Condemnation. Dex and damage per combo point spent. I have no idea what that is. What's this here? Max speed.
Probably use preparation instead of combo points.
No, that's what the condemnation has on it. Those are the 2 GAs that were on it. So that's all I was saying. Hey, I'm seeing 2 GAs on a bunch of stuff, but not on a bow. So, you know, it'd be nice. Well, that's right. I'm wearing Tybalt's Will, which this build does not call for.
Oh, mine calls for that one.
Hey, get your favorite ring dry.
I hate it. I hate it. Jesus Christ. Give me
Nice
lots of 1
3-star
GAs.
paperweight.
We're full.
I got 6 slots.
Probably because you carried stuff from the last time that we were full and you ran one. And I didn't. Because, yeah, I have 1. So if you picked up the last time...
I had to pick up the stuff that I left on the ground.
From the last time?
Yeah.
It's 5 runs to fill.
I had dropped 1 bow for you, and there were still 3 bows on the ground, but they were all no GA.
Right, but I'm saying when the last time when I was done and you kicked one off and I said, oh, we're full, and all that stuff dropped, you must have picked it up. You must have picked that stuff up and then came here and destroyed it.
My hammer sings on your return.
That's what I'm saying. See, like, I did not pick up like this run we just did. I didn't pick up the gear that dropped. I'm picking it up now. So now I've got a run in my inventory. So, 1 of 5. Because it takes 5 runs to fill up your inventory. Rombi and I figured that out. We were running just a ton of bosses and we're like, how many can we do before we have to get back? And so we counted. Again with the other GAs, Frostburns, 2 sets of Frostburns, fucking Band of Trickery, this fucking bullshit right here.
I got a 2-star dagger, but does me no good.
Yeah, I don't know what builds use that. Ow. Oh, okay.
Brian, you have to go through try.
What?
I don't know.
What would you say?
Nothing.
You said something.
I was talking to myself.
Okay. And another whole lot of nothing. Although, I mean, that Sky Hunter has crit, except it's worse in every other way. So
Normally I get tons of those bows.
yeah, it's now that we want it, we're looking for it. Now it doesn't want to. I mean, it's dropping, but
I don't need it, but that's usually one of the ones I get flooded with.
yeah. I mean, at this point, I need a 2GA or better if we're running this, which I mean, we don't have to run anymore. We can stop at any time and run a horde or two.
There's a whisper on a horde right now.
Oh, well then let's do that.
Oh yeah.
The beast in the ice also has a whisper.
Okay, so Beast and Ice is done in 6 minutes. Yeah, let's get to Beast and Ice. That's 6 minutes versus 28 minutes. I'll grab some fear. Yeah, so I have lots of Bach runes now. Like 8 of them.
Huh, damn.
720 million got me 12. He wanted 60 million each.
That's cheap.
I was like, oh shit. I'll take those. I was like, I just need 6. And then I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to find this deal again. I'll take 6 more. Got an ugly bastard helm on lucky hit. I'm not sure what you currently have. So I don't know how that compares. I've got 2 more.
Hey, let's try another heart.
Yep. Okay. Let's go knock out a hopefully only one. I don't have to do a bunch of them. Because I don't want to... I'm not trying to stay on my rogue.
Been starting from nothing.
Someone needs the tree.
I do. I'm just grabbing my compasses. And I'm a tree, and then I'll kick off the horde.
It is done.
Wow. Whole bunch of bullshit dropped out of that. Oh, I forgot. I've got a bunch of shit to open. I've been collecting. Anyways.
I have enough of those caches sitting there to level up 2 tunes.
That's like a full stash tab. Not quite, but...
There you go.
Oh, you see me! Shit! Why do you see me? I'm, completely useless.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The highest of fives.
Oh, and it looks like a pet's picking shit up again. Really?
Martyr.
Really? What the fuck?
Well, we got Hellborn, so.
We did.
And Hellfire.
And we got Hellfire. Oh, it's such a risk.
Let me look at my picture here. Summon Hellborn is the top of the list.
Of course it is. But the thing about Hellfire is that once you have Hellfire rains upon you, you have the chance to get Hellborn's spawn from Hellfire. You can't get that until after Hellfire rains upon you, because they can't spawn unless there's Hellfire already raining. Yes, Summon Hellborn is absolutely the best one to take, but it's
Your call.
because you can end up with more Hellborns if you've got if you have Hellfire raining on you, especially from a really early point. We're gonna cross our fingers and hope we get Hellfire on the next run. Wow, that's bullshit. Not like I'm worried about the experience or anything, but...
Get up.
I'm up, I'm up, I'm up. I'm frozen and oh yeah, I'm frozen and I'm dead. I can't get out of that.
Getting you up now, because I know I'm not going to be able to revive you when the wave ends. Because it might actually accidentally hit something.
No, we got like the fucking worst ones we could get on our second run. Damn it! At least with Etheric Mass at the start, we had a chance to have
Aether Lords.
Aether Lords early. Which is currently your responsibility.
Yep.
After I get this fucking sword, I'm switching back to my Necro so that I can finish up the leveling I was doing with him and the little kid.
Oh yeah, Austin.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Aiden.
Yeah, whatever his name is. I
Austin.
forget. Whatever. Whatever it is.
Hey, Hellfire.
Hey, we got Hellfire. Alright, well,
Bigger
on
than
wave
Hellfire.
3, that's not bad. Wave 3 isn't terrible. It almost feels like this is wanting to give us a good run here.
Hope so.
Also debated putting a Shaco on Marina here so she has more cooldown. Because her CDR is shit. Yeah, it's what, 23 seconds? 24.3 seconds on my Rain of Arrows. Now, I haven't masterworked. Let's see.
Well, we have this one up here.
Yep, that's what I... A lot of shit falling from the sky. Yeah, if I want this character to be more viable, I definitely need to get masterworking done. And get more cooldown. Let's see here. For mass damage grants. No. So we get etheric masses at the start of every round.
Yeah.
And this is the one I was talking about where so we're guaranteed to get an etheric mass at the start of every round. So that's guaranteed, you know, plus Aether every round. Yeah, definitely need some masterworking so I can get cooldown. Because like fucking arrows do damage for sure. There's no question about that. You know, I've got some tempering in to, you know, for double damage or cast twice. but no cooldown reduction. Hellfire spawns Hellborn. We're gonna have a very, very, very busy fucking map here now. We've got 2 sets of Hellborn spawning, events spawning 50% faster, and now Hellfire spawning on the field. Faster. I'm frozen, and how? Okay, I was like, how did I survive that? I didn't. Getting frozen again.
Those corpse bows.
Jesus Christ.
You know what?
Just
Sit there.
yeah, just kill the shit. I'm not worried about experience or anything.
Just lay there. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, kill the shit. Get as much dead. Don't worry about me. Get me later. So we've got Aether Lords. What else do we have? Hellborn damage. But now it's another +1. So that's like +3 on Hellborns. Why am I not healing? Oh, because I'm pressing W, not Q.
Common mistake.
Okay, so 50% faster.
Jeez.
I don't want to
That's
burn.
such a name call.
Yeah, why am I burning for nothing? At least, like, give me a reason. You're gonna make me burn. At least, like, give me a legitimate reason as to why.
don't know. When you read earlier, who do you know who the council is, too?
Yeah. Well, and I always thought that that's who it was. I just didn't have confirmation until earlier today. Heat fix. Don't revive me, kill everything. Round would have been, I think, a lot better if I was able to contribute more. Let's see what changes when I put a Shaco on. Guess who didn't get one? Whatever.
What were you after?
Trying to get fucking Shard of Ɂⴰ It's a unique.
Yeah, I know what it is. I didn't get one either. I got an Umbacrux, a 2-star Umbacrux, and a Locran's Talisman. Everything else is normal.
Yeah, fuck this. Let's do this. Can't imagine it's an expensive item. Filter. Unique items. Shard of ɘrtheL. How much?
I have several of them on my Eternal.
Let's see. Yeah, like a 4GA is expensive as shit, but I don't need all that.
Can you send me the link to whatever website you're using?
Diablo.trade. This guy's online, and he only wants 300 million for a single GA to basic skills, which is exactly what I need.
That for later.
And I just offered 5 billion on a.
Don't forget to take your choice.
Yes. Yes, I need to do that. Guy's got one listed for 6 billion. I just sent him an offer, said, would you take 5? Of course, he's not online right now, so who knows? Some of these guys want way too much. $59 billion. This is funny. I mean, it's a perfect roll, but it's a 4GA with a perfect basic skill, deal 200% damage. But then right next to it, so that's 59 billion, and then right next to it, it's the same seller has a 4GA that has 193%, so really not much lower, and he's asking 29 billion. I don't think one of those is not priced correctly, or they're both not priced correctly, and people are, I mean, here's one here from a different person that's a 4GA perfect for 50 billion. And everybody's probably doing what I do, which is look up what they've sold for in the past and then basing it off of that. See, here's one for 800 million, but it's 103% damage, which is like fucking nothing.
Yeah, these people are nuts.
I mean,
Call of the Nameless, 58 billion.
for what, 4GA?
Yeah.
Well, that's why. What I do is I usually I just take a look at the ones that are, well, first off, I look to see online if I'm trying to buy it now. And then I look to see, like, I'm just looking for the basic skills for this particular sword. So
Even their 1 stars and 2 stars. Guy wants 3 billion for a 1 star.
yeah, that's.
And
I mean, if you don't
guy,
have the mats or the ability to run them, 3 billion. I don't know. That's not terrible.
one guy has a lot of listings of the same. Like that's all he did all day.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, that same dude has a 4GA with 170% that he's selling for 15 billion. I'm going to message him and see it and ask if he'll take 10. He's got a couple of them that are... He has several of them. He's the guy who's basically setting the price on shit. He has so many of these things. He's got a 170 and a 163, both priced at 15 billion. And then 35 billion on a 193. How the fuck did this guy get so many of these fucking things that he basically owns the market? That's nuts. Well, anyways. I have...
Is there a way to sort by how many GAs they have?
Not that I'm aware of. But anyways, I'm gonna switch off and go to my Necro. This being the last piece, I'll just fucking buy it from one of these guys. A lot of water. Okay. I'm going to fill up water, and then I'm going to propose a challenge.
What?
I heard my notification go off. Somebody messaged me back. Let's see. He's listed for 15. I said 10. He said 13. I'll do 13.
Wrong. There you go. You're party leader now.
Oh.
So you can easily invite him.
Thank you. He has got characters. See, he's in Clovershad. On my way. Billion for good.
I appreciate that.
Nope, I'm going to take it right now. I had to fill up my water, Andrew.
Wonder how much I can get for a 3-star Tacit of the Dawning Sky and a 3-star Azure Wrath.
Not much, I don't think, honestly. I don't believe that those are high value. But you can find out.
Well, somebody's build has to use them. I wouldn't think that my Cowl of the Nameless would cost 58 billion either.
Well, is yours a 4GA?
What? My Cowl?
Yeah.
No.
Well, again, that's the difference. You know, your cowl is what, a 1GA? A 2GA?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One.
So it's definitely not 58 billion. It's going to be considerably less. There is a way to get a general idea of how much something is going to cost. If you, I'll even show you.
No. The cowls that I was looking at to buy were 58 billion.
Yeah, but they're 4GA.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is not. So that's what I'm saying is that, like, yes, the cowl costs, the cowl is selling for 58 billion for a 4GA, but not for a 1GA. You wouldn't be able to put your 1GA on there and ask for 58 billion and sell it.
No.
So the way to
I'm just
tell,
looking for better gear.
yeah.
And
So
it ain't dropping.
the way to tell the general idea of a value for something is go to your filter and look for what you want. So let's say we'll look up the cowl, right? So Cowl of the Nameless. Cool. All right. So yeah, unfortunately 1GA offer. A lot of these are offer 25 billion, right? But this doesn't necessarily 1.5 billion on a 2GA. I don't know exactly what everything goes for, but anyway, so the way to tell the value, like the true value, go to filter, and at the top you have sold listings. Check that box. Now you see, now you can't buy these because they're completed, but you can see what they've actually sold for. So a 1GA, 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 these three here, 1 billion, 600 million, 1.4 billion, 2GA for 3 billion, a 1 for 2 billion. There's no way that this actually sold for 7 gold, so ignore that.
Well, this one, he's got a 4-star Tybalt's Will he sold for only 5 billion. The rest of them are saying that they want like 58.
I sold mine for 50. I had a 4GA Tybalt's Will perfect. So it had top stats for its unique power as well. I sold it for 50. And that was higher than what anybody else had sold theirs for at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
like,
yeah, so
Sister's got a 3-star Tybalt's for only 1 billion that he sold it for. And I'm like, where? I'm not seeing these kind of low prices.
Early season stuff. So here's 20 billion on the 4GA cowl, 2 billion on a 4GA cowl, 1 billion on a 1GA, 700 million, 900 million, 1 billion. So you can use this doing these kinds of things. So it's like, hey, here's a 1GA to trick attacks for that sold for 700 million or 900 million, a billion, 700, right? This one has 2GA for a billion. So you can take that and then go back to your filter, turn off sold listings, and then come to this guy here. You know, any of these ones right at the top here, this guy, it's the same guy who's listed. It might even be this. Nope, different numbers, 27, 38, and 33. But you could offer this guy, you'd be like, hey, 500 million, right? And he may counter offer, but you know, you can work that out. This guy's got 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 9 of these fucking things listed. But yeah, like this 3GA for 12 billion, I don't know that I would give this guy 12 billion. I'd have to look and see if I can find any other 3GAs, you know, but I don't know that I would pay him 12 billion. That's why, you know, when I pulled up the one that I just did, he had 15 billion on that, but he also had 15 billion on a slightly lower 4GA. And so I said, well, how about 10? Just to see what he would do, right? I'm going to offer him 5 billion less. And I figured he might counter in the middle and 13. Okay, fine. I saved myself 2 billion. Cool.
And this guy's got a 4-star Piebald's Will, and it's only 3.5 billion.
For sale?
Mm-hmm. See, my problem is I don't have that kind of gold.
So and I mean, I have not had that kind of gold prior to this season. The only reason that I do have that kind of gold this season is because I came across a couple really good items and was able to sell them. Like, I came across some good stuff early. Because I had a good source build, and I was able to get a couple good drops that let me build this Necro, and the Necro was so strong right away that we were doing endgame content very fast, and I was able to get some really, really good drops that I sold. I mean, I made like 100 billion off of 4 items. Now, I've spent a lot too. I've sold a lot and I've spent a lot. Now, after that, buying that piece, I'm at 23 billion. But I've, you know, been back and forth on a lot of stuff. Anyways, are we ready for my challenge?
What's the challenge?
Oh, we'll wait for Soul to come down here. We've got we have a half hour on this whisper. So
I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
let's see what happens.
I'm not even effective in a 110. Much less a 138.
This is the highest I can open. I soloed a 133 earlier.
I can't do shit.
Say the best that I've soloed is an 80.
Dude, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah, you are. It's chipping away. What you're not noticing is that the mob is getting smaller. I don't know that we'll be able to be effective enough with the 3 of us. I could probably solo it, but I don't know. Maybe the 3 of us is going to increase the enemies too much. Although we're almost even with the time, so we could, maybe. First mob is down. Moving on.
Not good. I don't have room to move in circles.
Can we give up on this challenge already?
No. Don't be a wussy. Have you died?
Yes.
Did you really?
No.
No. No. Do you have your get out of jail free card? What are you guys still doing back there?
Killing one guy.
I didn't realize there was more left back there.
Finally dead now.
I don't know that we won't beat this in time, but
I saw a couple of crits that said 665 million, and I don't think that's enough.
no.
And that's my crit. All the rest of it is really low.
Yeah, so I just, the only numbers that I see are crits. I don't show any other numbers with crits. And so, and I'm seeing, I just saw 1,338 billion. In other words,
It's
you
a
know,
138 bill.
no,
Yeah, I wish I was
no,
doing
it's
billions.
1,338 billion. There was a comma. It does that from time to time. Instead of rolling to the trillions, or even from millions to billions, you'll have like, you know, a 1,300 million crit. It does that. I don't know why, because we've always joked and been like, that's not a number.
I had 2,000 billion.
Yeah. Yeah, like it happens. Yeah, I just saw 1,500 billion.
Watch out for the spike traps there in the doorway.
Yeah. Those add extra flavor.
Well, I don't think we're going to finish this in time.
We're ahead still, aren't we?
No.
No.
No. No, we're the line. The timer is the hourglass. We are very much
We're the
behind.
top line. We're the top line. Well, time is the bomb. That's going.
Good enough. Moving on. So what I was doing when I did the 133 earlier today is I'd run into a pack and I'd get as many of them, you know, taken out as possible. When I started noticing that the crowd size was getting small, I just moved on. You know, so like, it looks like there's only 4 or 5 of them here. So I'd just be like, all right, moving on. And I'd find the next dense mob. Or I'd try to corral a bunch of them together and make a mob.
We have an elite back here.
I've got one up here too.
Oh.
At least one. I think there's two, actually.
This one has jump ropes and shit.
Yeah, there was
vampiric.
Jump ropes up here too. It might have been, he might have been up here and then ran back to you guys. I'm sorry, excuse me? You do not get to freeze me. Oh, Prime, the odds of you getting like a triple GA amulet for that build are next to 0. Like, I have a GA to strength, and I have, or GA to heavy-handed, excuse me, and then it had strength on it, and I rolled counteroffensive in, but, like, that's it. I think that's what it is.
There's way too many traps in such a small area.
Yeah.
Having a really hard time getting in there.
Just don't get near them. I don't want them to regain health. That one's finally dead. On to the next one.
Well, I'm at the end of the... I see the portal here.
We'll go through it.
Yeah, like I say, I was skipping the smaller mobs because there isn't a whole lot of point to spending time killing just 2. But if you can group them all up.
There.
Yeah, like I say, I could probably solo this, but I think with the 3 of us, it's just not gonna happen. Because, you know, it's that much more difficult per party member.
Yeah, I definitely need more than 1 GA gear to take on this.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's a lot of just playing the odds. Running a lot of nightmare dungeons and pits, and eventually bosses too, which yeah, next season is going to be a whole new thing. They're going to have tiers to the bosses.
They plan on introducing something new every season.
I don't know about new bosses, but we're getting new bosses. We get 3 new bosses next season. We get Belial from D3. And then we get what the fuck's his name? Dude that wore the mask. Rombi.
Fuck, I can't remember.
Starts with a U.
Bitch. Irville?
I've got it right here on the. I've got the article pulled up.
And we get the Harbinger of Hatred.
Yes, the Harbinger of Hatred, and this other dude. A lot of people were. I wasn't really in any camp on it, so I can't say us because it wasn't really me. But Rombi was one of the people who was saying get the Harbinger of Hatred for a new world boss, which, like I say, I didn't really care either way, but it would be a pretty badass boss. Okay, let's see here. What the fuck is his name? Yeah, so Belial will be in D4 as one of Season 8's endgame bosses. Bosses will now be divided into 3 tiers: Initiate, Greater, and Exalted. Belial will be the boss of the highest tier. And to summon him, gamers must have a Betrayer's Husk. With the rework of the endgame bosses, in addition to Belial, we'll get Beast and Ice, Grigor, Lord Zir, Varshan, and Urivar. That's the guy's name. Urivar.
One-eyed dude with a charred sword and a busted face mask?
Yes.
Yes.
And then they will be on the initiate tier. Oh boy. Let's not fucking do that. And then Endariel, Duriel, and the Harbinger of Hatred will be on the greater tier. And then Belial on the exalted tier. So he's apparently going to be the most powerful boss for endgame content.
He's one of the 3 brothers I would
No, he's
expect
not.
him to be.
No, he's not. He's an understudy of Mephisto. It's Mephisto, Diablo, and Baal.
Oh.
Those
I
are
thought
those
he was
are
a
the
brother of Diablo.
no. Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo. Lord of Hatred, Lord of Terror, and Lord of Destruction. That's why they call Lilith the daughter of Hatred, because she is Mephisto's daughter. And the expansion for Diablo 2 was called Lord of Destruction, because you faced Baal. And then the lesser evils were Endariel, Duriel, Belial, and Asmodan. For a total of 7 evils. I mean, he's still one of the lesser evils, which, you know, makes him still exceptionally powerful. Yes, he was the Lord of Lies.
Is he the one that took over Chaldeum?
Act 2, yeah. Diablo 3, Act 2.
Yeah.
Final boss there. Okay, we didn't do it. Let's just go. I am going to try and solo this, though. Eventually. Not right now. I was just curious to see if I mean, honestly, it was, I didn't expect you to be able to do anything solo. It was really Rombie and I.
I tried.
But,
I didn't
well,
die.
You're freezing shit and you didn't die, so, you know, that's good.
I can't do tier 4 content without popping 3 incenses and a potion, though. Otherwise, I'm not armor capped, and I'm still not resistance capped either.
Well,
I need better gear for that.
I mean, I'm armor capped, but... Oh, I am resistance capped on this character. Or at least I am currently, considering all the fucking buffs I have right now.
Well, like I said, I got incenses on that give us all armor.
But I'm well past armor cap. So,
I need to go
anyways.
AFK. No.
The whole reason why I was jumping on my Necro here was to hopefully have... I was removed from the party.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh well. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Leave a failed pit and your party dissolves?
Dude, there's a lot of shit that they need to fix about the party system. Yeah. So I'm really close. 12.8 out of 23.
Stuff.
Oh, you did? So you have your bird now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I finished it last night
Nice.
after stream was done.
Excellent. Okay, let me pull up my Necro, Endgame, Blood Wave. Right, expand. And oh, we switched that. Oh, damn. There's quite a bit that I have to change. Or maybe not quite a bit, but a bit. Don't take away any there. No? Alright. Here. Those are done. That's done. I think I just missed those ones from before, because this shit's all done. I think I just missed this, the additions. The first one. Okay. 296 out of 329. There. I'm more powerful.
Subscription.
Who did it? Tammy. Thanks for the subscription on YouTube. Okay, we're not gonna do a 180.
Just you and I.
Yeah, we'll wait. Rombi's doing something.
Okey doke. All my glyphs are at 86 except for one that's at 92.
I have really no worries about a 110. 110 is easy. I'm still like single blood waving most things. Yeah, it's really weird, but just now again, I saw 6,000 million. Like, all due respect, Diablo, that's not a real number. I didn't grab one, so you're making me wait. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Well, I kind of been back, but I was on mute because I didn't know if I was needed again.
Sure. Yeah, no worries. I'm just finishing up this pit.
I heard you were starting a pit. That's when I got back.
Well, I mean, I suppose you didn't know if you were going to be needed, so...
Yeah, exactly. So I stayed muted, that's why.
Yeah, and I looked over to see if you were back yet or not, and I saw you were still muted, so I was like, oh, you must not be, so we'll just run a pit. Not like we can't run another one, so you can get the Whisper as well.
I don't care.
Pits are easy. Unless you try to do one at 138 when one of the party members can't do damage.
Or there is Whisper.
Oh, excellent. Ooh. I thought I had someone that... Shish. I wasn't talking to you,
fine.
girl. Alexa's getting mouthy over here. Not talking to you. You know, one of my characters needed something from Ɂ. I don't remember which one. Oh shit, I maxed on opals again? What do we have here? Garbage, garbage. Lots of garbage.
He didn't drop anything GA for me at all.
Yeah, lots of garbage.
I'm heading to Zir.
Okay, I have to tree quick. I'll grab some blood.
Oh, look at that. I have to go to the tree also.
I think actually I'm going to switch to my barb because Zir drops Ugly Bastard.
It is done.
Let's take the dungeon keys over gauntlets because I don't need gauntlets.
Ancestral collection of boots.
There you go.
Maybe it'll give me something good.
Shit. My rogue has all of my fucking wave cap 10 board compasses. Because I done forgot. Okay.
We need one?
Well, they're just not in my stash.
Oh.
And since I'm switching to my barb, I'm gonna switch to my rogue and get those quick. But maybe I'll be able to get a couple ugly bastards, because I know that
How shall I gain my hammer?
Prime needs one too.
My hammer sings on your return.
You go there. You go there. Sort.
Where the stars around your neck.
Suck it. X max life crit. X max life 45, 48. All right. On to the Earthshaker. Her name is Terra.
The wilderness is my home. But
Because she will shake the earth. Alright.
And you're back to party leader.
Ah, I was like, what is happening? Thank you. What do I have? Oh yeah, I've got Wrath of the Berserker cooldown. Fucker kicked me backwards. You rat bastard. Was not very nice. I don't appreciate that, sir. I'm gonna hit you with Hammer of the Ancients. And you're gonna explode into 17 pieces.
Good God. Drop enough rings?
Ugly bastard on aggressive resistance. That sucks.
One whole bar in my inventory is nothing but rings.
Hold on. Those. Prolific Fury. Shit. Okay.
Fall.
Yep. What am I trying to get? Seeing if I can get a helm for you, actually. I was just talking about that. I don't need anything from Zier.
Me either.
I
Although
do.
he has Ariat's Bearing he drops. Which, I mean, I don't need Call of the Ancients or whatever, but someone might need that. Yeah, we can get you in here. Brand new to Diablo, just installed. What's a good build to choose? Well, that depends on what class you want to play.
And your playstyle.
If you tell me what class you want to play, I can point you in the right direction based I can point you in the right direction so then you can find which playstyle you like best and give you options. Have you created a character yet? Also, welcome on in. You came to the right place. I am the OGest of OGs when it comes to Diablo. You know, there's a lot of other larger creators that have been playing a long time, but I don't know if they've been playing as long as me. Not many people have. Just finished installing, stuck and unsure what class to pick. Do you like up close, in your face, come in and just raw power, beat the shit out of everything? Or do you want to use
Mobility.
casting magic or attacking from a distance? Do you want you want to be like super flashy, or like, give me an idea. So like what we're doing right now, this is all end game content. So honestly thinking high damage, I'm sure all classes can do that. Watch the stream to get a better idea. Well, I happen to have actually one of every class this season. If there's a class that's high damage, so this season, Necro is the number one character class without question, putting down the highest damage numbers. That's what Romby and I have. Second is...
I mean, I have a Necro, it's just not Bloodwave.
Well, specifically the Bloodwave Necro. Second, I've been told is... did you get it?
One of the Druid builds, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've been told the Cataclysm Druid, followed by the Earthquake Barb, but I don't know. I have a Cataclysm Druid. It's strong. It's not anywhere near as well built, so I'm not saying that it's not better. Oh, we were full. God damn it. I'm stupid. But if you want high damage and you want Barb is probably your best bet, because it's not oh shit, look at that. That's a perfect overkill. Nice. So that's the death blow build weapon. And very nice. Click the fucking guy. Thank you. So Barbarian is a very strong, tanky class just to begin with. And would probably serve for a new player, would probably be easier to get started with, because it's not complicated. It's run in group, smash things, and run to next group and smash more things. Very, very easy to play. I can give you a link. Well, here, I'll do you one better. I'll give you 2 links.
The Spin to Win Rogue is great for leveling also,
Well,
because you don't have to worry about resource management.
Yeah.
let's see. So all right. So that is where you can find all the build guides for all classes. You can select a play style if you want. What I would suggest for you would be this one. This is the build that I'm currently running right now. Well, this is the leveling version, right? So this starts you from level 1 and walks you through up to level 60. And then from there, you can grab the build guide for the end game, which is everything after level 60. If you don't like that one, if you get into it and you start playing like, I don't really like it, you can go back in and look at the other options. Upheaval is pretty good. Double Swing is good. Whirlwind is good. Nothing against Rend. I just haven't personally played it. So, but Hoda is a fan favorite for a reason. Hoda meaning Hammer of the Ancients. It's a fan favorite for a reason. It works really well. If you also want to look at the Necro, you can get that from that first link. Also, you can get all of them, and I can tell you exactly what which ones are the meta builds, as far as these are what is considered to be the best builds for this season for each class. And you can kind of go from there. But as a new player, that's where I would probably start, is Barbarian, just because it's very, very basic, very simple. Oh, this is my last run.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, well, thank you for the follow. So I've been playing Diablo since 97, when the first one came out. I think it was 97. Yeah, it was January 97. So it was supposed to be on New Year's at midnight, but in the US it didn't actually release for like 5 days after or something like that. I don't remember the exact date. Does anybody else have 0 runs? That's all my blood.
I do not.
We check.
Oh, that's area it's bearing. If
I
not,
got 1.
okay. I'm like, if not, we can do literally anything else too. Also, Fear. You have... I'm going to just stand back here while I explain this. You have these red zones here. This is the Hell Tides. They'll introduce you to the Hell Tides eventually. And then these green areas, this is the seasonal thing, right? And this is where you get Rot to level up your witch powers, which will also be explained as a part of the seasonal journey stuff. Really, everybody's getting fucking Shroud of False Death except me. God damn it.
I haven't had a mythic all night.
More bosses? Yes.
I was lucky though when I made mine today for the rogue. It got all stats which I needed. I also, Fear would tell you, play through the campaign. If you play through it one time, then you never have to play through it again for any future characters. But otherwise, if you don't, you can't like just skip that and go into just jump into the season and play. So play through. The story's really good. And if you don't have the expansion, I would do that. I would get that as well. Although everything's on sale right now, so I imagine you probably did get it. Like a 40% off sale right now. We actually have a world boss. No. You do not have to play the campaign solo. We all played it together. We played the campaign together. So if you have friends that also have this game and want to play, you can absolutely play through the campaign together.
How shall I guide my hammer?
Head there. Go knock Greg around a little bit.
Yeah.
I have to tree, but
Way over there.
yes, you can absolutely play through the campaign with friends. We did it live on stream. We had a full group every night. Alternatively, you can play through it solo. There's nothing saying that you can't. Oh, we've got a we've got another horde on Grim Favor. So we should pay attention to the time. And what is it again? In like 10 minutes. Go and do that. Are you there, Romby?
Everybody's here but you.
Yeah, I am.
Can never remember what the name of the actual room is because it's always different from where you go when you enter. Ooh, what are those?
What'd you get? Ooh.
I have no idea if there's any value in those anymore, but
Anybody looking for specific gear from here?
god damn it, nice. Doombringer on damage reduction, cool. I'm looking for shards, which is what I'm getting.
Got a couple of 2 GAs out of here, but it's nothing that I need.
Also any mythics, obviously. Okay, was that it? Yeah, that's the last one.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Plus, you can't have more than 6 tabs in your stash, can you?
Nope. Not yet. Hopefully soon they'll give us more. Hopefully, I mean, although I will say that if I had to pick anything, oh shit, we get a rebirth option. I want rebirth more than anything. Honestly, I'd take rebirth over an armory. I mean, they basically gave us enough room to have 2 of each class plus 2. Which is not a lot. Now, if we could rebirth, it'd be fine. I would only need 2 of each class.
How did you die?
That is a good question.
Must have just been standing too close to the red plate.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Okay, we'll do these runs and then go knock out that horde. Or 2, 3, whatever.
Yep.
If I saw correctly, I just got a what?
Yeah.
What? A
What?
what? I got a what rune. Oh joy. A 2GA axe. I wonder what it could be. Could it be the butcher's cleaver? Oh no.
can't be anything from our local meat department. Full.
What's still got some good in it? My hammer
Garbage.
on your return.
Let's do it. This time, I won't be useless.
Oh, that's my job. Spent so much time trying to make this character viable.
I would have given up on that build a long time ago.
See, my Eternal one, I run around tier 4 with no problem. I solo all the bosses with no problem. This
Right.
one
But
is
this-
slightly different because they put the clone in there.
It's the season stuff that changes it. So, depending on what's going on in the season, will determine how effective a build is going to be. That's why, like, for the longest time, you had minion necros were worthless. They couldn't do shit. And then one season, all of a sudden, everything was
I have a minion necro in this season, but I just don't have the time to try to min-max multiple characters. I'm working on the rogue, and I'm working on the necro, and now I've got the barbarian.
laughs in all classes.
That's just for the season.
Yeah,
I
that's
have one of everything on Eternal.
no. I have one of everything in this season.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of time.
You've had nothing but time, though.
Oh, the last 3 weeks I spent a lot of time running around job hunting.
Well, sure, but you know, not all of it.
Well, no, not all of it,
and
but it's
you-
not all sitting in front of the computer either.
You definitely had more available time than I did. Hellborns. Granted, my job is easy because I made it that way. And it also helps when you're really fucking good at what you do. Especially when you're extra humble about it, too.
I am really, really good at what I do. Unfortunately, nobody has any positions for a rifleman.
Well, I mean, the army probably does.
They're not going to take me in. No branch will take me now at the age of 40.
Well, I mean,
I did my time.
right. I know. I mean, I was gonna say I don't think any branch will take much of anybody right now because there's no money. Let's see. Aether Lords, Hellfire.
That's the first thing we all worried about when I was in, was the constant rumors of a government shutdown. We're all sitting there freaking out because we're like, how the hell are we going to get paid then?
Yeah, so government shutdown wouldn't have or shouldn't affect military pay. Although, I mean, I suppose in theory it could. You know, the concern that I have is clicky, come on. Is all the cuts to the VA benefits right now.
I don't get any of those either.
Well, I don't either, but still. There's so many of us out there that do need them. Right?
Well, and I got the determination back from unemployment the other day too. And what the company told me and what they told unemployment are two completely different things. They made sure that I didn't get anything.
Invigorates you. Masses spawn, Aether Lords. Yeah, it's unfortunate when that kind of stuff happens. I had the same thing happen a number of times. From, you know, other shitty companies that I worked for that just didn't want to pay unemployment, regardless of the fact that it was definitely owed.
I mean, what they had told me was the lack of growth as a leader, which is nothing but a giant blanket. But what they had told unemployment, they tried saying that I was some sort of a violent, repetitive behavior problem. And I'm sitting here going, what?
Do you have the paperwork from them that says why you were terminated?
They didn't give me anything. I have no papers.
Let's see.
And I found out today that the ops manager who had hired her best friend's husband to be the truck unloader, he's now been promoted to my position.
Yeah, you were telling me.
And I'm sitting here going, that is so wrong on so many levels.
Well,
It's conflict of interest. I mean, she's over at his house every night because it's her best friend.
Dude, you want to hear conflict of interest? Check this out. My first IT job out of college. I come in, and this network, this everything, it's a giant fucking mess. It's...
No cable management?
No. I mean, that's one of the things. But in 2014, they were still running Windows Server 2003.
Yikes.
Which, for those of you who don't know, that would make that,
A little outdated.
a little, well, it was still under support until 2014, because that's the same OS that Windows XP launched with. So, but they had no plans for replacement, and we're already in. I mean, it's past. It, you know, like it was April of that year, and this is November when I started. So they're already past the date, and they have no plan, even though they very well should have had a plan if, you know, anybody with half a brain in IT was doing their job. Or if they had somebody with half a brain. Anyways, I come in and I fix all this shit. I fix their networking. I fix the fucking cable management. I have pictures. I have before and after pictures I'll have to dig out and send them to you. But it was scary. I spent like 3 years I was there, and I fixed everything. Fixed all this shit. Then, one day, one day they pull me into the office, HR and my direct supervisor, and they tell me that my position has been eliminated. And I'm like, okay. And I'm over here thinking, like, how are you going to eliminate the IT guy's position? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. But I won't be working here then, so it's not my fucking problem anymore. And naturally I'm thinking to myself, I mean, either you guys are going to call me in 6 months after you've broken everything again, begging me to come and fix it, or you'll hire someone else to do it, whatever. So I politely leave. No problems. And about 30 minutes later, I get a call from my secretary. Now, this is a girl that I'd known for a while. I'd known her for a few years prior to working there. She's not how I got the job or anything, but she started after me. But, we knew each other. So she calls me up and she goes, "What the fuck happened?" And I said, "They eliminated my position." And she goes, "No, they didn't." I'm like, well, that's what they told me. They said, they definitely didn't, because Jeff is moving into your office right now. Jeff is the owner's son, whom used to do the IT before I was there. He's the guy who fucked everything up. He's the guy whose shit I came in and fixed. And so what was discovered was he didn't like me because I made him look bad. Because,
Because he is bad.
I did the job right, and he didn't like that. I made him look bad in his eyes. And yeah, because he is bad at it. But as far as I understand, he went running to Daddy like, I want the IT job back. And so, of course, his dad goes, "Yeah, okay, it's yours," and then told HR to fire me. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I had no negative marks on my record. I was an exemplary employee. There's no problems at all. In fact, I fixed all the problems. And so, yeah, the reason was because he wanted my job. because I made him look bad.
Yeah, the company that I was with, they gave me a blanket excuse, but then they turned around and made up a bunch of BS to tell unemployment, saying that I was throwing boxes and stuff, and I'm like, no. I'm like, first of all, my elbows are freaking blown out from lifting all that crap all day, and the boxes are too heavy to throw.
Well, and I mean, even if
That's
you
why
are,
we have a set of Nestaflex rollers.
I mean, even if you are tossing boxes off to the side, after, you know, you open the box, like you unload the truck, you open the box, you take the stuff out of the box, and then you toss the box off to the side, like, because you're gonna break it down and put it in the cardboard compactor or whatever. Like,
That wasn't even part of my job.
I'm just
Like,
saying, like that.
all
Even
I
if
did
that's
was
the
take
case,
the stuff off the truck.
I'm just saying, like, even if that was the case, right? Like, that's a normal procedure that
Yeah.
happens in.
No, like, all I did was take the stuff off the truck and put it on the rollers and send it down to the processors. They're the ones who empty them. For them to sit there and say that I was throwing these master packs, which these master pack boxes weigh in excess of 35, 40 pounds. You know, they got pots and pans and plates and stuff in them, and like it's weighty.
Prime, I got one. I have a 4GA now. But thank you.
I thought it was funny was that the lady I talked to with unemployment dropped my ops manager's name specifically, saying that she said this and this and this.
The last time that I had a company lie about why I left the company, they told me what was being claimed, and I said, no. And then I explained what actually happened. And she said, okay, let me reach out to them and I'll see what they say or whatever, you know, regarding your side of things. And I'm guessing that they just opted to not try and continue the lie because, you know, I'm speaking the truth. You know, this is what's actually happening here. And if you try to lie about that, then you're just gonna catch yourself in more lies, and it's gonna look bad. So I'm guessing that they just didn't bother, because then they were like, no, that's right.
They denied me any sort of unemployment money. Basically, they believed all their lies. Even like I walked this lady through the entire process of the day.
Sure.
And they basically just took everything that the company said and went with it instead of listening to me.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And I don't see any point in filing frivolous appeals, because even if I had gotten any unemployment, it would have been like $300 a week at best.
It's like 60% or whatever of whatever your net was.
Like, I just wanted something to keep the roof over my head while I was looking for jobs. I wasn't planning on making it any sort of a long-term thing, like
most people don't.
Like the people who were doing I don't want to get a job during COVID because I'm getting $800 a week sitting on my ass. People were getting more on unemployment than the people who were working 40-hour work weeks.
And who was this?
Nobody specifically, just people were, they were paying like $800 during COVID.
Who was?
And people, unemployment was.
And you know this how?
Talking with people.
Okay. So, I wouldn't really. I would take that all with a grain of salt.
I do.
I don't generally believe much of anything anybody says, unless I can verify it. When it comes to that kind of stuff, because people will say whatever they want about anything, truthful or not, because it's their perception of things, and people lie all the time. Everybody lies. And so, yeah, I just don't trust people. So, that being said,
I was employed during the pandemic, so I
Yeah,
didn't
me too.
have any chance to file for this magical money that everybody was talking about.
I was also employed and was fortunate enough to be working in my field, and so I can work from home. I can work from my car.
That was when I was at the tree, and they said that we were frontline, whatever, essential workers, I think is what they called it. And we didn't see any extra money for being essential workers.
I mean, I don't think anybody actually got extra money for being classified as an essential worker, regardless of, like, the nurses and shit. They should. Like, the nurses that are the real essential workers, they're the ones who should be getting extra money.
The being exposed to the public constantly is what was supposed to qualify us for extra stuff, because, you know, the possibility of us getting sick was a lot higher, and
Right.
we didn't see anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you would, honestly. Hellfire spawns Hellborns. Look at that. At wave 4. That's nice. We got Hellfire on 3 and Hellborn spawned on 4. Very nice. Yep, I was deemed essential. I had a legal document that was sent by my company.
Well, yeah, you're
We had-
networking. You got to keep things working, otherwise the whole system collapses.
Well, and I had to have documentation to carry around with me, because if I was to be stopped for walking into a building, because, you know, I'm not just dealing with, like, my company's network, I'm dealing with other companies' networking. And the company that I was working for held government contracts. So, let's see here. So, because of all of the things kind of put together, dubbed us, or me specifically. Most of the other people didn't have to leave their office, but I was one of the lucky ones that did, and so I had a document that was like, I have to travel for these reasons, blah blah blah, yada yada.
I think part of what classified us as essential was because our store was partially grocery.
Yeah, that's probably why. Now that you mention it, because I didn't even think about grocery being a thing for you guys, but it absolutely is. It's a small section, but it's there. So, yeah. Alright. +1 Hellborn.
Did this dude up here forget to die or something?
Oh yeah, probably.
He's just hanging out.
They just don't realize that they're dead. They forgot, and they just hang there.
Hey, Romby, you're really quiet. Are you muted again?
No. No.
Okay, let's see here. More Hellborn shit. Ah! He spawned.
He's dead.
It's like, he spawned. I didn't see him, but he spawned.
You at least finished the sentence before dying. I was in the middle of the fight.
And that right there is why I don't pick unless like there's literally no other even remotely decent option, because he'll still spawn in. Shit.
His last words should have been a gurgle.
+1 Hellborn spawn. Yep, +1 Hellborn spawn.
This fucking Hellborn.
Shit, spawned late. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, that sucks. We're gonna go
Nothing good.
We'll go with the council.
No, it's just us. This actually doesn't go with the council this time. It goes with us.
What do you mean?
Wander exhaust.
Robbie,
Just
I'm sorry. I can't hear you. You're like
Okay.
really quiet.
What the fuck?
Oh, I can hear you now.
My thing wasn't even that far away.
I don't know. Anyways, what were you saying?
It just increases our invade cooldown, that's it. It doesn't do anything for the...
No, we get 15 Aether when we kill them.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see now. I had to go look at the positive page. Bad. Over 1,000.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, but your mic is
Darkling?
like really far away.
Give me a second.
See, now that was better. Whatever you did, I don't know if you shifted in your seat or something, but
Nope.
for that second there, it was better. It was like you were suddenly clear again, like I could hear you. It's like there's something in front of your microphone
Yeah, my beard.
Let me rephrase that. Something between your mouth and the microphone.
Besides the little puffy thing on the mic end of the mic, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like, give me a moment. How about that?
Well, you gotta talk for more than...
Oh, yeah, I know.
No, it's still there. You sound muffled. I don't know why. Like, obviously, I don't want you, like, deep-throating your microphone or anything, but...
What's that? I took the thing off.
I might tell you to put it back on. We'll see.
Alright.
We'll see how it goes. But I don't think that that's it. I don't think that it's the pop shield.
I put it back on. This is weird.
See, right there, you did not sound muffled. When you said this is weird, that was not muffled.
What the fuck?
That is, and I can hear like a crackling.
That's
Oh my-
weird. Rob, you sound fine to me. I don't have any issues hearing you.
Yeah, it's 100%. There's like
What the fuck?
that's normal right there.
Yeah.
That sounded perfect. That sounded like you always sounded. Keep talking.
I haven't changed where I was
And you
sitting.
now you sound normal. You sound perfectly normal right now. Did you say you just changed something?
No, I haven't changed anything.
Okay. You sound normal now. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. All I do know is you were very muffled, and one of the times when you said something, it sounded like a blowout in the microphone.
Weird.
But it's not doing it now. You sound absolutely normal. I don't know why. Can't explain it, but you know.
I can't explain it either. Because all I did was laying down.
You were laying down and now you're not?
Well, I'm sitting up now.
So you did change something.
You can play laying down?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, he's on Xbox.
Which I'm doing it right now.
Oh.
But even on PC, you can plug a controller in and play. That's how Badash was playing. A lot of people say they like playing this game on a controller, even when they're on PC.
Feels better.
I mean, I will say that when I played the original Diablo 3 before the expansion dropped, I had it on, of course I got it on PC first, but then a bunch of guys at the shop when I was working at GG, they all had gotten it on Xbox, and so I brought one home. And
Hey, I had it on both platforms also.
and I played it for a little bit. Not a whole lot. But I mean, it felt fine. It didn't feel like... I played Diablo 1 on PlayStation. Yes, for those of you who don't know, that did exist. There's a PlayStation 1 port of Diablo. It is absolutely horrendous because the PS1 hardware was really, really not built for that game, so it's super laggy and not responsive. But it's also pretty rare, so you know, owning it, it is a good collector's item. If you're a game collector.
I think I played it on a gateway.
I played the original on a Macintosh something or other, because that's what Drew's mom had.
The gateway was my first computer.
50% faster.
I had certainly wasn't anything my mother bought me. I had to salvage it from St. Pete's school.
In 1998, I built my first PC. It was Pentium 3, I think? I don't remember. Whatever was available in 1998.
I
Pentium
got
3,
told by
Pentium 4, whatever.
I got told by Joe that St. Pete's was throwing out a lot of computer stuff because they were upgrading, and I got a mouse, keyboard, and computer from them.
Very nice.
And it was just barely enough to run stuff like that. And of course, after that is when we started high school. That's when Joe came to the high school instead of St. Pete's.
Sure.
They were nice enough to just give it to me too. I didn't pay anything for it.
Well, I mean, if they were throwing them out.
There was nothing wrong with them. They worked just fine. And, like,
Yeah.
they could have had a sale.
I know a lot of places back then were basically giving that shit away or throwing it away. I remember there was a place, one of the private elementary schools in La Crosse that was giving away all kinds of old PC shit. I mean, literally everything. Monitors, printers, full towers. Although they weren't towers back then, they were lay down.
I say you lay down, you put the monitor on top of it.
Yeah.
Definitely what the gateway was.
Yeah, I had my grandmother's old Gateway 2000 that was like that.
And it took a 3.5-inch floppy.
Yeah, I had that, and I had a zip drive, an external zip drive, and it had a CD-ROM.
Ooh.
That one did.
Ritzy.
Yeah. It wasn't anything fancy, it wasn't a good one or anything, but it let me install CD games, which, you know, it was how I played Diablo 2 for a while.
I played Diablo and whatnot, and my dad played Asteroids because he's not technologically friendly. I'm happy I got him paying his bills online.
+1 to Hellborn.
Is this going to be all Hellborn?
I fucking hope so.
I mean, I won't complain.
I know.
I had 1117 in the last one we just did, so let's try to beat it.
I don't know exactly how much my highest was, but what I can tell you is that the max you can pull on a single click is 1,000. And I had more than 1,200 because I opened up the big chest, which is 200, and I opened up the materials chest, and I had to open the materials chest twice because the first time it took 1,000 and there was still some left over. So that's the most I've gotten.
We had
However much that
1117
is.
last run, so you're saying that I should have opened something twice?
No. No. I'm saying when I did this, you know, so I think that this stuff was when it was brand new. So you had more than, well, was it more than? I don't even remember. The chests were in different spots. You had the center chest, which was like your ancestral gear, and then you had the one gear chest off to the left, and then you had materials chest off to the right, and then you had a gold chest down where the gold chest is now. And if you opened something, if you had more than 1,000 and you opened up like the materials chest, it would only take 1,000 away, and so you had to open it twice. But we had done so well that I opened the ancestral chest for 200, and then I also opened the materials chest twice. Alright, asses spawn, Aether Lords, Hellfire. Ooh. Hellfire or 50% faster. Such a tough one. Let's see here. We're in wave 7. So yeah. Even if we got on the next run, that would be only 2 waves of Hellborn spawning with Hellfire, and we don't actually know that we're going to get that. But we do know that killing things is going to make all these events start 50% faster. Ooh. You guys see where we are? We still have 2 more waves.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. I think I'd rather do this. Neither option was good there. the Hellborns. Oh, they're angry.
Who poked him with a stick?
Sorry. I was curious.
You fucking robbed me in the background. Sorry. Ooh, look at this one.
1128.
Let's see here. Yeah, 50% faster. So now we were at 100% speed on events for killing things. Killing the regular monsters spawns shit that much faster. So be mobile, be as mobile as you can. $13.56 before going in to fight them. $13.86 at the end. That's a fucking run.
I think that's a personal best for me.
This would be an example of I spent the 200, then I spent the 1,000 I still had left over, right? So this would be an example. I don't know. I don't remember how high it was, but yeah, this is it. This is right up there. Give me Obdicite.
Give me good gear. Jeez. All of that and all I get is regulars?
That's why I don't spend it on that. I just take the Obdicite. What am I at right now for Obdicite? 63,000! I feel like I should be higher.
I don't even know what I'm at.
Apparently I got a Resplendent Spark somewhere. How did I get a Resplendent Spark?
I don't know.
I got one. I know I got one from finishing the goblin thing. And,
you get one for finishing the season?
Well, yeah, but that's been long since spent.
I got a Resplendent Spark too. What the fuck?
I don't. I have none.
So, Romby, you've got one?
Yeah. And I didn't break down any mythics.
Yeah, I haven't broken down any either.
I have
But
20,000
now I have two.
Obdicite.
Now I have two. That was a very good run. Barb, endgame, Oda, Aragon. They fucking changed the... They changed the goddamn Paragon again.
Bro, shit.
Marshall. On back to using Wrath. Okay, so fire. Wait a minute. We're not using Marshall either. Fire. Wait a minute. They've got Dominate in here now? You motherfuckers! That's level
how much blood
1.
do you have?
How much blood do I have?
Lord Zir is a bounty again.
I have to redo.
I've got 201.
Well, there you go. How long on Zir?
When I load in, I'll see.
It's 33 minutes. Don't go there. We got a pit that's only got 10 minutes.
Alright.
You still wear tidy whities? I do not, but maybe you do. Hello. Welcome on in. I do like that name, though. That's clever. I really do appreciate clever names. I'm gonna try and speedrun this. Vander does 105 solo in 2.5 minutes. Wonder how fast I can do one. I mean, obviously I'm not solo right now, so this doesn't count, but... Who died?
Not me.
Not me.
Prime dead.
So my earthquakes should do enough damage to kill. Enough. You also do not. Okay. That's cool. To each their own, I say. Channeling Shrine. Try to put your best foot forward with the name. I love it. I really do. Honest to God, I appreciate creative names. My name is not very creative, but I didn't come up with it, so it was a name given to me.
Same.
Well, yours makes sense. You're a ginger.
That's not how I got it.
Well, it still makes sense. Chasing souls.
Mine got given to me when I was in the military.
Sure. I had a different nickname in the military. It wouldn't really work so much out in the civilian world. It would make me sound really bad. They called me Iceman.
Oh no.
There's two reasons. One, one reason was that I had just dyed my hair ice white, and then when I got my hair cut, I shaved it all off. My head looked like it was a giant fucking ice cube. The lights, it would glisten in the lights and whatever, right? So that was one. And two, A couple people from California thought that they were big tough and wanted to run their mouths, and I just stared them down, cold as ice, so to speak, that's what they said, right? They're like, dude, you're just too fucking cold. No one, like, I wasn't worried about them. I'm like, at that point in time, I had already earned my first 3rd degree black belt. So, you know, I'd been training for 13 years at that point. I was not concerned about whatever the fuck these guys are on. Alright, dominate. Challenger. Wrath is done. Wait a minute. Crusher also? You motherfuckers. Well, I'm just gonna put 2 points in each. Oh wait, 1 in each. Okay. But anyways, yeah, so because of that and my hair doing the fucking ice looking thing, they called me Iceman. Which I took as a compliment because, you know, anybody that's an Iceman is usually treated as the one you don't want to fuck with. So I was all for it. But that doesn't really fly too well in the civilian world. Because in the civilian world, that's a hitman.
No.
So, yeah, an Iceman is a hitman.
Mm-hmm.
And so that doesn't really fly too well. So I took up an old original nickname, which is literally just the letter J, because my name is James and people called me Jay, and that was it. And Tripod came many years later. All right. I'm assuming that you have ran off to there, Romby?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
here.
God, that pisses me off that now I have 2 more of these fuckers level to 100.
My damn name comes from the original Xbox username that was given to me.
So I know a number of people that are like that, where they had, they didn't have a name or whatever, and when they signed up for Xbox Live, it suggested a name, and that's where their name came from. Like my buddy Pudding, SFC Pudding, was that was the situation. He was Sergeant First Class Pudding. Not in the military, nothing like that. That's just the name the Xbox suggested. And so he took it. Hey,
Fair.
look what I got. There you go, Prime. That's for you.
Was that a single GA?
Yep, but it's the one he needs. It's the one he's been looking for. I already have one. Like the one I'm wearing is that. It's the Wrath of the Berserker cooldown. So I've got it. I've got my GA on the Wrath of Berserker cooldown. and I got all 3 of my masterworks to it. So that's cool. So, Tidy Whiteys, do you play Diablo? Are you a Diabloer? Do you dabble in the dibbles? Dibble in the dabble? No. Dabble in the dibbles. Yeah. Do we have more? Are we...
Oh, I've got more blood. I just didn't know if we were needing more runs or not.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, I mean...
I got 2 more. Well, 1 after this.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this. Who knows? The Shroud of False Death that both you and I were searching for prior to making them might drop.
Yeah. Haven't had any tonight at all.
I only had the Melted Heart drop.
I mean, I'll even take one of those just for the spark.
I lied. I think I just got my first grandfather.
Fucking finally.
Two-handed sword.
Yep.
Pretty sure
There
that's
is
the
only
grandfather.
No, it's
Finally.
the Godfather.
I say you got
Yes,
the
the
Godfather.
Godfather. The Godfather. Finally, it drops.
That fell out of my
Oh,
bag when I was
fine.
pulling the blood out.
Boy, that sucks. Guess it. I done picked it up. That was last run.
All
Yeah?
right, I got the 3-star one yesterday.
That's right. That's right. So now I have officially had every mythic drop. This is the only one that had never dropped for me.
I have to look at the list. I'm pretty sure I'm still missing some.
Well, there's one that's not available this season, in the season, but is available off season, and that's
Which one's that?
That's the Spear of like Can or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I've had the spear. I think that was my first one,
which
actually.
I do have. I had to go off season to check because I couldn't remember if Ring of Starless Skies had dropped for me. And it had. So that's cool. But yeah, finally, the first one ever. Ignore the other 2. I made those.
Let's see.
I crafted 3 of them in total. And the one that I broke down was a max resource. Or a max life, I forget.
I finished the list yesterday when Tyrael's Might dropped.
Oh god, I got so many Tyraels.
That was the last one.
In season 5. I think I got 7 or 8 of them that season. I don't know. I still have a bunch of them. I got so many of them. I was like, well, every single fucking character can have one now. I have them all. Okay. I actually think that I'm going to call it here because I now have to redo my entire fucking Paragon board.
Works for me. I gotta get up in the morning for work.
Yes, you do. I do also.
It's gonna be death by PowerPoint all day.
What's work? I never heard of it.
Smart ass.
Yeah, disabled. Yay.
I do know where we're gonna go though, because we have an adrenaline junkie that is live. So those of you who don't know, Kitsu is live right now. She is our newest member of the Adrenaline Junkies, and she's got her VTuber on right now. But she's super awesome. So copy that raid message that you guys see there. I know we've been seeing some new people recently here, which makes me very, very happy. So if you haven't already, here's the link to all of my socials, which includes the Discord, but we've also got a separate one for that. So come hang out in the Discord, grab the Diablo role if you're a Diablo player. I've got a bunch of different games that we play here, and Diablo's the hit right now for us, but we'll jump in and do some No Man's Sky. We've got a 7 Days to Die server that's up right now. That's getting some work done to it before we go live with that. I gotta figure out what's going on with the admin. For some reason, whenever I try to launch admin or run admin commands, it resets the admin file. So I gotta figure that out. Yeah, it's still doing it. I gotta figure out what's going on.
Haven't been on a 7 Days server for a while.
Yeah. Well, and this is just SMX on regen. But anyways, guys, let's go say hi to Kitsu, and I'll see you guys on Friday.
Until we meet again!